Alright, and we're back with Shivers. And so, I played a little bit further than I was initially planning to. Like, at first I thought I just, when I restarted it, as you can see, my life has gone. I've only been hit by that one that you first encounter, over the lake, because you can't avoid it. But, so I've, gone through, I did the office again, and the workshop, and the bedroom, because there's no point reading all that stuff again. So, we were just having another good look at the library, see if there's anything that we've missed. Now, from memory, the Exupi, I think they're called, is in the candelabra, so we will not be clicking on the candelabra. We will just be having a little look around, see if there's any books that want to say hello to us. Oh, hello. Nothing in here. About down here? Nope. There is an empty cabinet. Ah! Do not click. Okay. See anything over here? Exciting. Books. Apparently we don't care for books. What about... Does this open? This doesn't even open. Why would you let me look at something that doesn't... Oh, hello. Nothing in here. Can I do this one again? Just seems odd that I can look at one, not the other. Okay, so that's where that book should be, but it's not, so... Cool. Okay. Can't go to either of those, but... Let's try, moving that out of the way. Ooh, a very vibrant green book. That apparently I don't care about. Yeah. Like, honestly, like, I'm not asking to read every single book, but it would be nice if it let me read something. It's a library. I'm not crazy for thinking that, right? Oh, here we go. Can I go up here and... Hello! Oh! Hello! What are you? Okay. So, I'm writing them down as well this time. I'm not taking any of them with me as well, just in case so I don't flip anything around. So this is a pie. I'm going to call this the pie vase. Oh, because look at that. It looks like a pie. Okay, so pie vase. I noticed that there's a bull's head in the office, Horace's head in the workshop, and then in that main hall, the first hall that you come to, I've been calling that a... I haven't been calling that anything. I actually drew the head. It's a head. Some sort of head. Okay, I'll leave this here for now. Oh, that was at least something, Can I read any of these? Oh, hello! Southern American. A cryptographer's attempt at deciphering ancient Southern American cryptographs. Okay, this is gonna be great. Symbol is for fire. Oh! Hey! This is the symbol for water or rainwater. Okay, I'm gonna call this rainwater. Pie. Pie. Okay, so then these are... Okay, so these are all the things then, I'm guessing. So it sort of explains what everything is. So that's fire. Fire is a... Wow, there's a lot of imagery going on in this. So there's like a weird pirate face. With like, I say pirate face because it's like one of the eyes is blacked out. It's a bit of a flirty pirate as well because it's got its tongue sticking out. Then it's got a division symbol on its tail. So it's like a pirate whale that instead of the water splashing out on top, it's splashing out underneath. Fire. Okay. And then of course we have water is the pie. Water equals pie. that's on fire. Okay, Indian iconography is interesting. It is easy to see a bee hovering over the beeswax in this symbol for wax. Is the bee upside down? Like, it's like a bee snail. Okay, wax equals bee snail. Okay, symbol for ashes. Looks like a piranha plant. Piranha plant from Super Mario Brothers. Okay, thunder slash lightning. And that looks like a piranha plant on its side. Piranha plant fell over. You know, you just gotta find symbols that work for you. Okay, cloth or reeds. I'm gonna call that the birthday present. Equals birthday present. Okay, metal. Metal equals torch bug. It looks like a flashlight that is also a bug. Okay, using the form tit for tree. Okay, so tree, and the glyph he died creates dead tree. So dead tree equals T. Symbol for crystals is a plus sign. Crystal equals plus sign with arrows. Okay. Symbol for sand or earth equals fireplace. It looks like a fireplace to me. Okay. Burning water is... Okay. I know exactly what I'm going to write for that. Burning water. Equals decapitated clown. Oh, sorry, not clown, jester. That's definitely a jester hat. And they've not only decapitated them, they've also taken off his arm. Okay. Jade equals Aztec guy throwing shade. These are very important things to know. He's like looking over your shoulder, over his shoulder, and like, okay, and then this is stone. Even more depressed Garfield. That's all? Well, that's quite a few. I don't think I need any more to... No. I mean, I know I can always flash back to them, but it's always nice to have, you know, stuff right in front of you. Oh, mythology of the stars. Okay, so... Saturn, Mars, Earth, Venus, Mercury, yep. Okay, Mercury, messenger of the gods, god of commerce and science, protector of travelers, thieves and vagabonds, Venus, goddess of love, Earth, symbol of Earth, and wife of Uranus. Well, they've got a very long distance relationship is all I'm saying. Mars, technically your name is Gaia, but, you know, whatever. God of war, the planet was called Mars because it's red planet. Sorry, it's red. Okay, that's all you wanted to show me about that? Cool. Anything else? In Search of the Unexplained. The Memoirs of Sir Hubert Windlenot. Yeah, because that's exactly what everyone wanted to read. I'm sure they sold many, many copies. None. Chapter 1. The Birth of Understanding. I had a privileged but unenlightened birth. I was the second son of Sir William George Windlenot, Earl of Runcombe. Because of my great-grandfather, Charles Windlenot, was granted an earldom after he defended the king, the Windlenots have had a noble heritage to live up to. As was expected of a Windlenot, I went to all the proper schools and graduated with honours from Oxford. Upon graduation, I married Mary Elizabeth Worthington, a woman of title. Before long, the lure of the ancients proved too great for me. I found myself in Egypt, obsessed over the great knowledge they once possessed. Standing at the base of the great sphinx, I felt reborn as it whispered to me of mysteries past. I knew then I must devote myself into bridging the gap between myth and fact, for I believed all myth is based on fact. I am a bit of an idiot. Okay, chapter 2, The Mysterious World. Ah, these were the symbols we were looking for in the last time. We will be writing these down, but I'll read these as well. In 1938, I made a startling discovery. Similar pyramids equal to the glory of the Great Pyramids in Egypt were constructed in parts of the world by civilizations that had no contact with each other. My paper was on the subject gained me the election to Edinburgh's Royal Society at a young age of 30. I did not express my true feelings in the paper, however, for membership was very important to me. I knew that some extraterrestrial being had inspired the construction of these beings, and so I ventured into archaeoastronomy. There we go. The more I researched and visited these sites, the more convinced I became that mortal man alone had not built these. As I spoke of my findings, I was ridiculed and accused of hallucinations. I searched 6 years for proof of my beliefs. In the 4 seemingly unrelated civilizations, I found the following pictograms, each one buried with pyramidal tombs. The tombs. Okay, so Peru equals the circles and the dots. And it's got a little sun inside. Hooray! And then it's got a little follower friend who's like holding up a candelabra over his head. And he really likes fire. And then a weird cyclops creature with it. That's wearing a crown. Because she's Princess Cyclops, you know? She's got a little dress on, and she's got some arms. Okay, it's the Soviets. Okay, so they had like a rocket. And it was a one-person rocket. You know what? It's Goku. It's Goku on his trip to Namek, looking for the muffin button. Yes, I watch a lot of Toon Force stuff. Okay, and then someone who is really, really excited to be holding a pie. That is also Jesus. You know, Jesus likes pies. What can I say? And then they also had a circle as well, but theirs was more like a star inside than a sun. Okay, do you have any more pages? Yes, you do. You have Pakistan. Packy. Okay, so they had the floating lady. Or I'm calling it a lady because of the big hips. She was just like really piecing out. And you know what? She's also got Jesus' halo, so she must be Mary Magdalene. If we're going by that iconography. Then they had a bigger circle with little smaller circles inside of it that also had a star. And then they had like a space center that went off. And you know what? It kind of has the halo as well. So Jesus left by a spaceship. By a spaceship. And then they had like a sort of like coat of arms inside the circle. And oh look, so whoever's on the ship is dancing. And and then they had then they pretended to be ghosts. And they also sort of have the halo, so Jesus decided to be a ghost. Yeah. They're really having fun there. Okay. You will notice that while the images from each location are in a different order, they all contain what seems to be a flying saucer, a man in a helmeted spacesuit, and some sort of solar schematic. These similarities are too close to be merely coincidence. Chapter 3. Professional ridicule. I admit, dear reader, I am as guilty as anyone of desiring respect and fame. I was driven to pursue enigmas that science could not explain. Fame came as an expense of respect. At the expense of respect. Even with indisputable proof, I was ridiculed by my peers. I brought before my colleagues the proof of the existence of beasts long thought to be only existing myths. In the tar pit of Turkey, I unearthed a creature that could only have been a griffith, and was accused of fabricating it out of several prehistoric animals. In a cave in the Himalayas, I found a mummified creature with one eye in the center of his head, and was denounced for having paid for freaks of nature. In many instances, I was accused of being naive and falling prey to the tricks of others. Is it any wonder that I resigned from the Royal Society and came to America in search of academic acceptance? I sacrificed my marriage, my heritage, and my home to prove my theories and fulfill my dreams. I had dreamed of a museum that would house the artifacts I'd collected, where others too would see my vision. This is a unicorn. Anything else? No, I already did you. I already did you. No, I already did you. Come on. Whoop. What about these? Nothing in that one. Nothing in this one. Doesn't even want to open. Cool. Alright, we're going to cut it here, and we're going to come back next time, and see you guys then for more Shivers. Bye-bye. Hey, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to, please subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every day, and if you'd like to see videos before they hit YouTube, please consider my Patreon campaign. It really helps out on my game development while I make a lot of Banes. Yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.